EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Pacific Northwest and the bustling city of Portland, Oregon. But just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Pacific Northwest and the bustling city of Portland, Oregon. But just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we got a great one in store, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals and the Portland Lumberjacks. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Striker, 3-3. Ready?
He finds Douglas complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
No, 52.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. They'll check this down, complete to Dillon. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Here we go, set. 43 rail. Ready.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Set.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 20. Flop. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Miles Sanders, 41 yards. And the Lumberjacks are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Watch out now. 50 series. Cut.
Now Lance throwing on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Lance. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Taking it about the 36. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Let's go now. Right, 97.
It's Young on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's one way you take away a 1st down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, force the incompletion.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown! K.J. Hamler, 40 yards. And the Lumberjacks are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're giving some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The Lance going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They've definitely got to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the break, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
Blue striker. Ready.
Young. Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His first reception of a divisional round matchup, and it's good for a 1st down as well.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On 1st and 10, Young. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. 28 yards. And the Lumberjacks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. 10 touchdowns for the rookie in the regular season. He's got his first here now in the playoffs.
And we know the guys on the other side of the field were hoping that he would be intimidated by playing in the postseason, but they can just let that go because he's as confident as they come. And I know that he believes that that's the first of many playoff touchdowns that he's going to have as his career progresses.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
To throw, it's Lance. His throw incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football.
Shot, 17.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Forced out to his left. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
2nd and 10.
Trouble, 38. Check, huh?
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Black Ultra.
21-0 our score after 1. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Ready.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Ready, break.
When the holding penalty sets him back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive.
Drill, 52. Smith, red. Ready.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On the set.
2nd and 7.
43 rail.
Another run with Sanders. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Come on, set.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Steel, black. Ready, go.
They go play action. Young. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. B.J. Ojulari coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. Here's Johnny Hekker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And here's Rodgers on the return. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10.
Ready. Ready.
Good
ready.
starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Hey.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Hut, hut.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. A beautiful fake. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Now at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 10. And the Cardinal first down.
Set.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
97.
First down, Cardinals.
Ready. Ready.
Lance looking to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go now. 52 Blaster. Claw, 10. Set.
Here's Lance. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey Lance, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
The score, Lumber Jets 21, Cardinals 7.
The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready, set.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Drill sweep. Hut.
2nd down, Young. Open man, Hamler, that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Ready, ready. Green Jack. Hut, hut.
It's Young off play action. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Spike 60. Ready.
Here's Lance to throw it. Completes it to Douglas. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. 39 yards. And the Cardinals have cut it back within a score.
I think if you pulled defensive backs,
they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. And just shutting him off there. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here, 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Let's go.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Young. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
That throw by Young incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Ready up.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Flag, red. Ready?
Here's Young from the shotgun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Shot, 17.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Sanders will take it in. Touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Okay, right?
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Pause red. Ready, ready.
Following the interception, Young. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And they're going to speed things up here. The play fake. Now Young. Throw left side complete. That's Glover. Touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lumberjacks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Okay, ready?
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
White.
And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Set, go.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's a gain of 14.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
First down, Young. Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Black Ultra. Ready?
On play action, Young. He finds his man, complete. It's Glover. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
On the double. Steel, black. Set, cut.
They'll throw again. Young. And it's caught. Touchdown. K.J. Hamler in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lumberjacks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Piñeiro now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Next to score, Lumberjacks 42, Cardinals 14.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Cardinals 14.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7.
Ready?
A give running left. It's Sanders. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 144 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back that feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Ready.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Drill 52. Black shot. Cut.
To throw, Young. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Ready.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Set.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Sanders has it over the middle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Ready.
3rd and short yardage, Young. Flushed out right. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Here we go.
It'll be Young again. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Cardinals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Red, yellow. Hut.
On second down, here's Lance. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And Lance now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
50
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 38-yard line.
Slide, 97. Set, huh?
Hands it off out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Hey, blue.
To throw, it's Lance. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. Down the sideline he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
49, Cardinals 14.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Ready,
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
A loss of 4 brings up 2nd and 14 at the Cardinals' 38-yard line.
560. Check pink. Set.
Now a carry for Sanders. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Ready.
Another run here with Sanders. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro from the right hash. This from 48. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Ready
to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here we go.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Lance going to throw. Flush to his right. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Here we go.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Shot, 17, Green Jack.
Working from the gun, Lance. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Ready up.
So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the 1st. We'll see what they've drawn up. On 3rd and long, it's Lance. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You always think about picking up the 1st down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but admire the effort.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. He'll take this deep in his own territory. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready?
Off the play fake, Young. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
At the 47-yard line.
Slide through.
Young. Quick slant to Hamler. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Ready.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. He finds his man complete. That's Glover. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Eddie Pinheiro on now. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Let's go now.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow. Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now 2nd and 3.
Yellow.
Here's Lance to throw it. He finds Douglas complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Lance wants to change him up.
Ready.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. He's got it. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. 5, 97.
Second and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
52 blaster. Hut.
They'll try to run this one in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Okay, right? Hut.
One final try now for Lance. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready, because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Condors of Portland taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
clock, 10. Ready?
Throwing first play is Ritter. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. But you look at this defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they are facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
3rd and short, Ritter. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Now a hit and a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Well, this defense for the Falcons, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Off play action. Dickinson. He gets it left side to Johnson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Off the play fake. Dickinson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the counter, it's Miller. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Dickinson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Now Will Lutz, who went to college a stone's throw from here at Georgia State, comes on for the field goal attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him?
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Ritter off the play fake. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 24 yards.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. But here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's go. Go set. Set.
Back to throw, Ritter. Again, it's Carson with another catch. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Brian Brzee fought in and got him down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards will get him back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
Well, if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive.
But they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little...
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To throw on second down, Dickinson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Saunders. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Here we go. Here we go. 22 needle. Ready?
Going play action. Ritter. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team.
Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for the touchdown. A.T. Perry, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Condors are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Ritter will set up to throw it. Here's a screen for Robinson. He's across midfield and finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency.
Watch out, man. 50 Fury. Ready?
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Ritter. This pass is caught by London. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Another throw coming up here for Ritter. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Bryan Bresee, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Ritter now. Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. Ritter will throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And and it stretches their lead up to 8. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
This is caught. Touchdown! Bijan Robinson. Halfway to the 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone for 2 more as the lead moves up to 16. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Ready.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Here's Ritter. Batted at the line, but he still brought it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down.
How about that tip ball going their way? They've got to have a lot of confidence because so far, it seems like everything is going their way.
On the other side, they're just hoping that second half it's a little bit of flip the script.
Yeah, let's see if they can hang in there mentally because sometimes when things go against you...
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Dickinson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Jeff Okudah. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him, let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So we're at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to... There he goes, right side! And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 47 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Dickinson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A loss of 11 yards. It's 2nd down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dickinson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Just what they need, electric from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dickinson. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. Room here to run. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line.
A gain of 26 yards. 1st down, Portland.
Back to throw. Dickinson. And it's caught. Touchdown. A.T. Perry with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Condors are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Score, Falcons 29, Condors 17. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Dickinson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Anthony Schwartz. 45 yards. And the Condors take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Lutz good on the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Now he's loose at the 40. And down to the 19-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Ritter back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, snapped at the 11. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Let's go. Smith, red. Ready.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Ready.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Set.
Now it's the first involvement on the ground for the backup running back. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On 2nd down, here's Miller.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not everyone's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Dickinson underneath for Miller. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And they'll run for it with Miller. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Throwing on first down, Dickinson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. A.T. Perry, 27 yards. And the Condors have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it in with Miller. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
At their own 9-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to match the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden, clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Robinson with another carry. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
As to you said big third down, I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Ready.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Got a man, it's London. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
And that pickup of a first down That's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Yellow, line.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Ready.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Here's Ritter. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He's been the go-to guy that needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way and worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Check White. Set.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Ritter looking to throw it here. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. I love the look you just gave me because I know what you're thinking. If you're going to run towards the perimeter, you better either stay in bounds or get the 1st down, or both. He did neither.
Imagine the looks he's getting right now from his team, from his coaches. They go over those scenarios all the time, and as you said, he did neither.
Ready.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Set, hunt. Shovel, 38. Drill, 52. Hunt.
Back to throw. Ritter. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Ritter. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Ready, play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Ready.
A give left side to Robinson. Shifts by at the 15. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here we go.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Back to throw, Ritter. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. This is 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Falcons.